Hey guys, what's going on? Going to take a look here at Vechain. Ticker for this is VAT, and right now I'm on the weekly time frame. All right, before I get into it, a couple things. First, if you're not subscribed, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all if you want to get notified when I release new videos. Also, if you want to place to trade Vechain and the other coins I talk about on this channel, I'll put a link to 3 different exchanges in the pinned comment in the description. And through those links, no matter which one you use, it's going to activate a sign-up bonus. If you don't want to do KYC, you're kind of running out of options. But one option you currently still do have is called BloFin. So I'll link that one at the top. All right, so Vechain. As a long-term holder of Vechain, I'll tell you that this coin is extremely frustrating. And a lot of the time, I try to avoid looking at the chart just because I don't really want to see it. I just assume it's getting wrecked. But I took a look today when I was looking for something to chart. And what I noticed is that we're at a very obvious buy zone. Okay, so just to kind of give you a macro broad view overview of this, here on a weekly time frame, we've essentially formed this long-term symmetrical triangle formation, which we recently broke out of. You see we have this downsloping level of resistance. We broke out of it, and now we've come back to retest it as a support. Now, it took a long time for the price to get back down here, and this drop as a long-time holder was very annoying, obviously. But look, now we're finally putting in a retest of the broken resistance, this downsloping resistance of the symmetrical triangle. Not only that, not only are we retesting the broken resistance as a support, but we have another long-term support coming in with this ascending trend line, the lower region of this symmetrical triangle right here, okay? So these two lines have intersected, and that is where the price has come down to and is currently sitting on. Right, so the first thing I suggest you do if you want to trade Vechain, just draw these lines on your chart, okay? This downsloping trend line, just connect it from the candle bodies. Okay, you'll see it's connected from the candle body here, here, and right here, okay? So with multiple touches, we have enough data, we have enough history to validate this trend line, okay? So right now, this retest is going to be the 4th time the price has interacted and responded from it, okay? Next, do the same thing down here. Just take a trend line, connect it from the wick, and then just drag it out, and you're going to have 3 touches on it right now. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, where we currently are. All right, now in addition to that, a couple more lines that I recommend that you draw. Next is going to be this. So same thing, trend line. And you'll see that we have multiple responses of this particular trend line. So it initiates right here where it was a resistance. Resistance once again here. Resistance once again here. When we broke above it, we flipped this resistance to a support, right? And the price was kind of interacting with this support line for about a month and a half before we saw that impulsive move to the upside. And on the way back down, look at all this. Support here, and yeah, now I have it extended all the way out here. If we do break down, you can look to this level as a potential support once again. But honestly, if we break down from here, that would be pretty devastating, right? Another 40% down. I want to say I don't think it's going to happen, again, given where we are in the market cycle. And this region right here, maybe a drop down to this horizontal level right here at around 0.02196 is possible, at which point I think a lot of buyers would step in. And in that scenario, what I would look for is maybe a wick down here, and then I'd still want to see the candle body closing above the level that we're currently at, okay, to keep these levels valid. So now that I mentioned that, I recommend that you draw this horizontal support level on your chart. And reason being is because, like all the other lines I just mentioned, we have a lot of price history at this level. So just to recap, it was resistance right here. Actually, this is where you should probably draw it. Just take a horizontal trend line and paste it right at the top of these candle bodies, okay? So resistance, we came above it, it held a support. Then we had that impulsive move to the upside. On the way back down, it was support all throughout here. Like, look at all this price action here. This is several months where this held as the support. Okay, we crashed below it, broke back above, and it was support all throughout here as well. So this is a major level on the chart. And again, that's 0.02175 about. All right, so given that we have so much history of this line being a support, if we do get some sort of black swan dump all the way down here, I can pretty much guarantee you that there's a lot of limit orders sitting around here to buy it back up. So in my personal opinion, that would be a fairly safe entry for a long. However, this is not financial advice. And as I mentioned, I'm not really expecting it to get down there. All right, next level, if you want to trade Vechain, is going to be right here at 0.02687. approximately. And again, for the same reason, we just have a lot of history where the price responds off this level. So resistance, resistance, resistance. We broke above it. It was support right here. And now this is going to be the current level of resistance that we're going to be fighting with, right? So I just showed you where the support was. It's where these two lines intersect. And the local level of resistance is going to be that horizontal line that I just recommended you draw. Now I'm going to change the time frame and let's take a look at how the price is responding to it right now. Okay, so flip this back down to the daily. And here it is. So we came up to it once, got rejected, came back down to the support, bounced off that. And now this again is the level that we're fighting with. So I'd really like to see this level get cracked. And then the next level off of that I would expect the price to make its way back up to is going to be right here. And that is about it's around 3 cents. So 0.03227 approximately. As for why, same reason, just a lot of history at this level, right? Resistance, resistance, resistance. So obviously you approach it again and it's likely to be resistance again. All right, next level, horizontal line, same thing, 0.03879 and same reason, okay? So I'm going to look to the left here. You could paste it right at the low of these candle bodies. So you see here it was support, came back down to it again, it was support. And yeah, right here, as the price came up to it from below, it was resistance, came above it, support. So yeah, this is definitely an area that you want to have marked. And again, that's around 0.03886, but just use this right here as your guide for where to place it, because the price may differ a bit, but it's right at the low of these candle bodies, okay? Next one, right here, right at the low of this candle body, okay? Now we don't have as much price history from this level, and for me it's around 5 cents, so 0.05172, but you'll see this is the most recent rejection point, okay? So obviously if the price is able to bounce off this confluent level of support and work its way back up, people are going to be looking at this level to play shorts and take profit. Now, if we are able to make it back up here, seeing as how we would have broken and retested this downsloping level of resistance from the symmetrical triangle, I would think that we're going to go a lot higher. Okay, it just may take its time getting up there. Now, there's even another support level in addition to where these two lines intersect that give me confidence in the particular level that we're at. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to take a Fibonacci and I'm going to run it from where this move started, being right at this wick, and I'm going to drag it up to the top and then just slide it over. And what you're going to see is we are currently sitting at the 618 golden pocket retracement level. Okay, the 618 is a Fibonacci retracement region that the price will commonly bounce off. Okay, so I'll zoom it in. Look at all the confluence we have right here as a support. And the reason why I think market participants are going to be looking at this level as a valid Fibonacci retracement is because if I flip this down to the daily, we can see that the price responded off the previous Fibonacci levels, right? So right here, we have the 382 retracement. And look how long it held as support for. Now I'm on the daily time frame, but all throughout here, people were looking at this 382 retracement as a potential support, okay? When we breached that, next level down was the 50%. And again, people were looking at this level. Eventually, we broke down from that, and here we are at the next level down, the 618, but this time we have a lot more confluent support, again, where these lines intersect. All right, so zooming back out, that's just a quick analysis on Vechain. Here, I'll delete the fib because it's cluttering up my chart, not that it's not already cluttered. And yeah, if you mark these levels on your chart, you're going to have a lot to work with in terms of looking for buy or sell setups with a good risk reward ratio. Okay, and I can get into more detail, but I think I'm just going to cut it right here. And if we start moving up, then I'll make an update video and I'll show you where the most likely levels of resistance are beyond this point. All right, so hopefully you found that helpful. If you did, click subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, click like. And yeah, if you want to place to trade Vechain, check out the links in the pinned comment and the description. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.